Hi, everyone. Welcome to another week in review. I hope you are all enjoying your summer. I know I have been. I have not been live in 3 weeks. So, this is the first time in 3 weeks I actually have been live. And so, welcome. If you've never been through my lives, if you missed this live stream, you can catch it on the feed. You can catch it on YouTube, which I will put on in later, and some clips on Twitter, Threads, and TikTok. So, hello to everyone. So, for those who are always here, we know I go through COVID. We're still in the midst of COVID. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's still here. It's still here. It's towards the end of 2023, and we're still here. So, according to the World Health Organization, also known as WHO, in terms of global cases, we had new cases within the last 7 days of 3,446, which the total of cases that we have around the world is 769,806,130. And the cumulative casualties, which is the death toll, is 6,955,497. Now, as of August 7th, the Americas have stopped reporting their cases, which I don't know why, because if Europe has their outbreak, we are in trouble, because Europe is only across the ocean away from New York City and the rest of the cities on the eastern borderline. So, we didn't have any new cases. We still don't have any new cases, but we still have the highest cases on the globe. Keep in mind, we're only 4.2% of the world's population, the United States of America. So we have 103,436,829 cumulative cases of COVID-19. In terms of the casualties, the fatalities, we have 1,127,152. But when you look at the CDC's tracker of hospitalizations and death tolls, like the total number amount, we still got over 6 million people still in the hospital. We still have over 1.1 million people dead. And only still 70-something% of the country is vaccinated. So what does this look like for the fall months? Fall is only, less than a month away. It's literally less than a month away. And folks are, thinking that this thing is gone away. This pandemic is over. It's not as, life. Well, how can I phrase this? COVID-19 is not a big threat in America right now. However, if parts of the world are having a massive outbreak and a massive surgence, it can happen over here in the United States of America. So, folks, if you're going in big crowds, please wear your mask. If you have not got your booster shot yet, I suggest that you get your booster shot. Because the way the fall is going to look right now, you thought that trifecta last fall was crazy. It might be a quintuple of freaking viruses out there, new ones out there. That's why it's important for you to wear a damn mask. That's why the vaccine is still on the emergency, high emergency vaccination, because people are still succumbing to COVID. So please do not take this lightly. Oh, the pandemic emergency is over, but the pandemic isn't. Yeah. I think Japan just had like a big ass outbreak. I think. Somewhere on the Pacific. I don't know. Hopefully it didn't go to California, because if it goes to California, the shit's fucking coming here. And I gotta get mine, and I gotta get my flu shot too. My flu shot gotta come soon, because I need a flu shot ASAP. Because I'm scared for the fall, because also kids go back to school too, and there's kids live in my building. They like to cough everywhere. Oh God. fucking, So anyhow, I'm done with that portion. So, Trump's legal woes. I have been gone for 3 weeks, but a lot has happened in 3 weeks. So, this man got indicted for the 4th time. I'm not surprised. I knew this shit was coming. And he had to surrender and turn himself in. Not surprised. And his 18 accomplices, including the former mayor of New York City, Rudolph Giuliani. Rudolph Louis William Giuliani. I may probably got that mixed up because he got 2 middle names. Was one of them, along with Jenna Ellis and Mark Randall Meadows, a.k.a. Alyssa Farah Griffin's former boss. Well, her former boss is, because Donald Trump had to turn himself in too. This is not surprising. I knew this was coming. I have a feeling, maybe it's just my intuition, there might be a 5th indictment. And it's going to come from my state. And it might have, his kids might be implicated in this because he can't probably run a business here no more. Because his taxes is jacked up. I mean, are we surprised that this man was going to get indicted? No. Are we surprised that people are still supporting him for run for president? No, I'm not. Because his crew was there on Wednesday at the GOP debate. And speaking of the GOP debate, there were some winners. Narada, Nikki Haley. Let's see. Vivek with his loud ass mouth. And Michael Richard Pence, the former vice president to the twice impeached, 4 times indicted former guy. I am keeping my eye on Michael Richard Pence because Michael Richard Pence is a con artist. In my opinion, I believe he likes to con people with his words. He likes to misuse the Bible for his own degradation. And, well, scratch that. He liked to misuse the Bible for his own gratification. There you go. I used the wrong word. So I'm watching out for that one. But as I said, there was some Trumpers in that audience. So are we surprised that Donald Trump, twice impeached, 4 times indicted, still have supporters out there ready for him to run for president for the 3rd time? No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. People like, oh, well, they don't like him, but they love the shit that he does. And they like the fact that he talks just like most of them. He speaks on the 3rd grade level and reads on the 6th grade level. That should tell you something. This man did not know what to do while he was in that office. He let his folks mess stuff up, including Michael Richard Pence, who botched up the COVID response. Is the reason why we are still trying to clean up the mess from COVID, and which caused also a financial issue. When you have a public health crisis, those who learn this in micro and macroeconomics and other finance classes, when you have a public health crisis, you have a financial crisis. And those two are the hardest things to clean up overnight. It takes strategy. It takes a lot of planning and implementation and execution. And none of those folks, including the guy that's running, well, the 2 of them that's running for president, did not know anything about that. So, am I surprised that their base is going to vote for someone that is going to basically mess stuff up for this country and only benefit one group of people in this country? I'm not surprised at all. And that debate, honestly, was all over the place. There was no control. Vivek was talking out of turn. Chris Christie was calling people names. Tim Scott was trying to have a Kamala Harris moment where he was trying to get everybody to stop calling each other names and be civil. Nikki Haley was positioning herself as some type of moderate centrist, but we all know you're ultra conservative and we all know you're not forest biased. And then you have the two main losers that just made it on that stage, including the former governor of Arkansas, who ain't shit either, trying to be civil and try to be reasonable, try to reach to the middle of the road. I mean, it was a hot ass mess, right? And Mike Pence all of a sudden had the cojones to actually speak firmly. I mean, it was a hot ass mess. And the Democratic debates had more candidates, aired both nights, and there was civility, there was substance, and there was a substantive conversation on how to help the American people. I'm not saying that because I'm a Democrat. I'm saying that because this is what I have saw on TV. 4 years difference. So the Republican Party in that debate, they don't have a plan for America. They don't have a plan for America. So their voters are really voting for them because of judges, if you really want to get technical, and culture wars. They're not voting for them because they want to help the American people. Let's be real. The Republican Party has not helped the American people in God knows how many years. And Ronald Reagan basically was the original MAGA, because we all know that shit, and it's true. His kids can say what they want and how they want, because some of them are around my mom's age. He was the original MAGA. And he had his party embrace the conservative values, which led to a level of extreme. And Donald Trump came in and played on that. And now they are the party of conspiracy theories and far-right extremists. And that is the truth. So, in my opinion, they're all losers. But I am worried about their base in 2024. Well, I can't say their base too much. I am worried about, and I'm going to keep it real, the majority, not all, the majority of white voters in 2024. I am worried because you guys are 57% of the American population. And yet, the majority of you continue to vote for Republicans. White men vote for them at almost 70%. White women vote for them at like over 50%. I mean, if the last couple elections didn't tell you anything, it tells you that the Republican Party is not for helping the American people. But yet, y'all keep voting for them. They're part of the reason why Roe versus Wade has been turned over. Why we can't come to common terms when it comes to, saving the planet. Helping the American people lift up from the bootstraps. Y'all keep voting for this shit. I don't understand why. And then you get mad when somebody like me tells y'all to stop voting for them, and y'all keep voting for them at a higher rate because you do. And this is not just me just being, mean and being evil. This is me being real. And I have to be the realest I can be. The Republican Party only helps white men. Only. They're not helping any marginalized group as well as white women. But yet, white women keep voting for them at 50% and over. I don't understand why, when they try to put a muzzle on your reproductive rights, they overturn Roe v. Wade. 6-3 conservative court, including the only Republican woman on that side, Judge Amy Coney Barrett. Excuse me, Justice. They overturned affirmative action, which benefits, once again, white women. They're attacking your kids that is part of the LGBTQ plus community, including your trans children. They're trying to restrict you from getting the abortion pills over the counter and at your doctor's office. But yet, you keep voting for them at 50-something%. I don't understand why y'all keep doing this, but you need to stop. Because the Republican Party are running on culture wars. They do not care about any marginalized group, including y'all. So white women, y'all need to get y'all shit together. And I'm saying they need to get their shit together because like this shit makes no fucking sense on why they keep voting for Republicans. Like why? They don't even want you at the table with them. Conservative values my ass. And then like to use the Bible to justify why they do the shit they do. But yet white women keep voting for them. Get it together. And even some of my black folks, stop listening to stop listening to Valerie, goddammit. Stop listening to Valerie. That's her name, Akbar V. Her name is Valerie. Stop listening to Valerie. Because Valerie is dumb. Okay? Valerie's dumb. Zach said the same shit. She dumb. Stop listening to all these, black celebrities that don't vote. Do your own research. Watch the news. Read the newspaper. Newspapers on your phone. It's a news app on your Apple phone. Those are the words that I got left. I'm out. Deuces. I'm enjoying my Friday night. I'm going to have me some wine. And I'm going to be in the DC universe. Original Batmans. 2 of them. Not fucking with Forever. Definitely not Batman and Robin. I like Batman Begins and Dark Knight, but they will be 3 and 4. Honestly, to say true, I love the first 2. Tim Burton universe. Fight me on that hill. Until then, have a good night.